Foundation, and he was the founding pastor of the Lighthouse Christian Ministries on East Frontage Lane, and he led that church for more than 30 years. And he earned a bachelor's degree in organizational management and is now working on a master's degree in educational leadership. He's the director of the Bakersfield City School District Educational Foundation, which raises money for Bakersfield schools. And he has been involved in a lot of volunteer efforts, Golden Empire Gleaners, 15 years with the Westchester Kiwanis Club Community Service Organization. He's even played Santa Claus at Fruitville Junior High. And then to his right is Tamika Powell. Tamika has been actively involved in her community for many years through her participation in Stop the Violence, which works with at-risk youth, Kern County Black Chamber of Commerce, and the Bakersfield Community Theater. She is an analyst at the Community Action Partnership of Kern, which is a community services nonprofit agency. And she is currently working on a 10-year program to end chronic hunger in Kern County. Then we have Efren Martinez. Efren is a marketing consultant for Lotus Communications Corporation, which owns radio and TV stations in several states, including 4 Spanish language radio stations and 1 English radio station in Bakersfield. And he has started out as an announcer in LA and worked in the radio business in Santa Barbara and Oxnard. And he told me on the phone he's a lifelong Republican, and he's concerned, he's living in this district, and he's concerned about working on ideas on how Bakersfield police and the community can work together more effectively. And then last but not least, we have Stephanie Campbell. Stephanie is a consultant and grant writer for nonprofit organizations, and she's been a longtime community resident and businesswoman in Ward 1, and she had worked, I think, for many years with City Councilwoman Irma Carson. So we have very qualified candidates. This is going to be a tough choice for everyone. And I would like to start handing the microphone from my right, for obvious reasons. And I will hand that off to Stephanie. I'm sorry, they are allowed to speak for 3 to 5 minutes. And then once everyone has completed their presentation, then we will take questions.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Stephanie Campbell, and I am a candidate for Bakersfield City Council, Ward 1. I was born and raised here in Bakersfield, went to local schools, Foothill High School, I'm a graduate. Any Trojans here? No? Okay. Went to Bakersfield College and on to Cal State, where I have obtained my bachelor's degree in political science. There's 3 parts to why I'm here today and why I'm running for this position. Number 1, we had people in office, Democrats in office, who were playing musical chairs with this position. They were not serious about the issues in Southeast Bakersfield, and we have some very serious, compelling issues. And so I saw all of these people, and it's like, okay, move in, use it as a stepping stone to get a higher office. And I believe that the people, and I'm one of those individuals in the Southeast area, deserve better. We deserve a lot better in a representative. We deserve someone who cares about our community. I worked for 18 years in the Southeast. I worked right along with Irma Carson, who was a city councilman, I think, for 19 years. I worked, when I won't say, because if I say years, it'll say my age. So I won't say years. But suffice it to say, I had left town for a little while. I got married and I moved to Orange County, and I came back because my grandma got sick. When I came back, it was in 1998. Nothing had changed. My community where my grandmother lived was still the same. There wasn't a grocery store. There wasn't fast food restaurants. The housing was poor. There was too many vacant lots with trash and debris all over them. And when I came back, I'm like, okay, 2 weeks after I came back, moved, gave up my job, gave up my home. My grandmother passed away. But I was like, what am I going to do? I looked around, I said, I'm going to stay, and I'm going to work for my community. And so since then, I've been right here in Bakersfield every day working for public safety, which is important. Infill houses, so those vacant lots would have homes on them instead of trash. Homes on them instead of trash. I worked to get us a grocery store. When I came back, I had to travel 5 miles or more to get to the nearest grocery store. And if I bought food within our area, I was paying like 5 times the cost. So I was like, we need a grocery store here. And I wore out 2 pairs of shoes going door to door, trying to get support from my community to get a grocery store there. Lo and behold, now we have 3. I mean, I am so proud and so happy about that. We have 156 infill houses in our community that were low income that people can afford to buy. We have a brand new police station, a fire station, and we have the Friendship House Community Center in our area has been rebuilt with all kind of programs for the kids. I've worked in teen pregnancy prevention. I worked in gang and violence prevention. I've worked for public safety, you know, pedestrian safety. And it may sound a little like, oh, why would she say that? But just teaching kids the basics. Look both ways before you cross the street. These are the things that I believe and I know are needed for Ward 1. We need to work to make sure that the people in our community, and everybody keeps telling me, oh, the demographics have changed. It's going to be harder for you. But living in that community every day, not one of these people that just come in because I want to run for office, but living in the community, knowing my neighbors, I know what the needs are. I really appreciate you guys inviting me here today to talk to you about the issues. Thank you.